Good day to you, my fellow endoskeletons. I'm Kenetor and welcome back for another Starbase progress report. We're on week 1 of 2021, and if you're new here, I bring you the latest news and updates of everything Starbase every Monday, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss out. Now let's get to it. Welcome everyone to the first progress report of 2021. We're finally out of the car crash of a year that was 2020, and now headed to the promised land of Starbase Early Access. With being left with one of the buggiest patches pushed out yet for the holiday season, K-Bots got down to business and finished the first player station. And sadly I can confirm that even when finished, you still can't build in the lots. Hopefully the devs can get multiplayer station building going so we can all enjoy more finished stations to visit, as well as fix up those lots. Lowry has been pretty active over the holidays, showing yet again his dedication to the project. So let's get into the whole bunch of quotes from him. So to kick us off, one for all the closed alpha folks out there, this week's update will include a ton of network and FPS improvements, and there are more to follow as well. This is fantastic news for those on lower end systems. Lowry wants even more PvP fights to try and crash the game some more with these in place, to help pinpoint further areas to try and fix. He also says there may be a fix for the yeeting. This is referring of course to the bigger desync that can occur when travelling away from Origin with multiple people on the ship. More often than not, the passengers will have the ship vanish for a few seconds and be yeeted off into space. And sadly, Lifeline does not help with this specific bug. So great news they finally may have it fixed. Miners, pay attention, this quote's for you, as the devs are exploring viable mining ship techs which would enable mining ships that can be built as tanks to fend off pirates. While it wouldn't turn it into a combat ship, it would have a chance to flee. He recommends the reconstruction machine and the upcoming tripod guns for being ideal for a fleeing mining tank. For those worrying about flying solo, Lowry says set the ship to fly and just jump out and man the guns yourself. They will be adding new stuff to enable this concept as it's not currently viable, but the planned updates will boost the defences of a miner ship especially, and they are just verifying both work and won't turn it into a general fighter. So great news here for all the poor pirate victims out there. Next up we have a whole bunch of new things that are being looked into or actively worked on, with a plan to eventually have 5 to 10 guided tutorials and tens of optional ones. These would greatly help new players onboarding into the Starbase game world. An in-universe paint tool is currently being made by artists to be sent to programmers for implementation afterwards. Company features are getting some crucial features soon-ish, and it seems like most are waiting supporting features and would be irrelevant till these come online. YOLO general improvements have been slated for after the early access launch. Mouse controls are coming, hell yeah. They are exploring feeder systems for main ship weapons. This I think was inevitable as ammo runs out pretty quickly within most fights. Radiation, inventory and new crates are currently under work, and all with their own dedicated programmers too, so we can expect these to turn around pretty quickly, especially those crates which seem to have models already. And lastly, when asked about station progress, Lowry reveals they are making a mini 3D printer before putting out full solar for stations. While a smaller, less power hungry 3D printer may seem like a good idea, it makes me wonder how far behind station systems might be, since we know the solar models for stations are already made. Hopefully we can get more clarification on what's going here soon. Now there's a lot of features both coming and in progress, and Lowry shares these are usually months per single feature, and he has a list of 100 must-haves and over 1,000 nice-to-haves, but only about 20 can be worked on at any one time. This leaves many of us wondering, is there really enough time to hit that Q1 release target? To which Lowry says no matter what, the time will run out from their perspective, and they currently consider early access launch to be in the final stages of alpha development. This means the game won't be in beta when it hits early access. While not ideal, it probably means Starbase will still be bare bones when it launches in early access, and we'll probably see big sweeping changes to the game rather than dedicated focus updates that we might get from a beta. Jumping back into the upcoming updates, we will soon know how OP missiles and torpedoes are as they have entered QA testing, and balance will happen right after we all line up to be target dummies. Testing these will be both expensive and a lot of fun. Thankfully the devs can make them cheap or free by giving us credits for combat events. Torpedoes, if you don't know, are 1 per launcher, and missiles are currently 9 per launcher. Now while these sound similar, these missiles are in fact dumbfire rockets, and should probably be renamed at this point, as they have no tracking. Only torpedoes can have tracking. Lowry warns us that while we could load up a ship with 20 torpedoes, it might be prone to explosions when hit. Hell, that would be a sight to see. I'm sure someone will try it anyway. Getting these weapons where they need to be will be a long process, so we'll need heavy testing by those of us in closed alpha. Missiles and torpedoes can be customized with 3 different detonator heads: hit, proximity, or YOLO signal. Interestingly, Larry dropped some new info that the sensors used in them will be duplicated for civilian use ASAP as well. On top of this, more delicate sensors can be looked at once the basic ones are working. He continues with saying missiles and torpedoes follow simple rules. If it's armed and its detonator triggers, then it explodes, and external damage may also cause an explosion. And there you go, you two are now caught up on the Lowry quotes from over the holidays. Now onto the progress report. There's no design section in the updates this week, so we'll jump straight into the gameplay updates. Some fixes have been made for ship host transfer, failing in some cases. Fast travel should now end correctly even if the ship flies using its thrusters. An optional warning message is shown for players on ships with durability errors. Ships with durability errors apply a safe mode by default, avoiding damage due to thruster use. Ships avoid leaving safe zones by default. This will stop any of you accidentally flying off outside the safe zone and putting yourself in danger of hitting an asteroid or getting shot. Ship collisions now affect their residual speed, reducing for example drifting when an impact occurs in the opposite direction. This is both great news and a big change to the ship physics for moving. Detached pilot chairs should no longer leave active quickbinds stuck, and a fix has been made for station transponder signal disappearing if the player restarts the game more than a cell away from the station. And pressing the edit button on station terminals is now prevented if the station's resignation has been initiated. UI updates for this week are mailing system design is in the works, and UI elements have been worked on for the ship and station manager's UI functionality. In designer updates, we have control table angle support 45 and control table stand 45 icons have been fixed. Window frame 192 by 36 by 24 cm has been moved to the Windows folder as it is transparent. New 15, 30 and 45 degree beams and plates are being tested and finalised. More snap points for plates added for easier automatic snapping. The rotate move tool gadget visualization now shows in correct position with new 15, 30 and 45 degree beams and plates. Old 30 degree beam names have been modified to match the new 30 degree beams, and a fix has been made for the rotate tool appearing in the wrong position for objects that have a custom center of rotation point defined. Jumping into animation changes now, we have rummage animations have been polished for first person, and empty fire animations have been started, trying to shoot with no ammo for first person. And in weapon art updates this week, we have some incorrect directional properties have been corrected to hit effects on several handheld weapons. Visual updates have been made to the missile and torpedo hit VFX, some optimizations and matching sizing to better fit damage area. And updates have also been made to the remote explosive VFX, added debris trails and stronger blast, better scaled FX to match the damage area. In this week's station art, we also have Skyscraper Roof 01 has been finished, and level art is being worked on for Chemosh and K-Bot spaceship shops. And lastly, other updates this week are the sled has been removed from the Sunny Ship Center and the Vasma has been added back. Argentavian Federation Players Ship Shop is also being worked on, and inventory icons have been added for the 15, 30 and 45 degree plate assets. And we have our first feature vid of the year sent in by community member Rivian on how to efficiently stack fuel rods without the need of a fuel rod holder, saving you space on your ship. You can check out the link to the full video in the description below, so check out his quick tip after this video. If you get into closed alpha or already are, be sure to send any funny or awesome clips and recordings my way for a chance to be featured on the channel. Feel free to contact me via Discord or come jump on my Discord server, which is also home to my faction the K-Bots, should you be looking for one to join. As always, please smash that like button, share the video with your friends and faction, leave a comment with any questions you want answers to, and I'll see you in the next one. Kenetor, out.